do this.
Welcome back, family. Okay, so yes, I did cancel this broadcast, and 5 minutes ago, I decided I'm going to try to power through this. So I'm not expecting anybody to join during the live stream, but hopefully you guys get to catch it on the replay. I'm going to sound weird. I'm going to sound loopy. It's because I had surgery on my lower jaw this morning, which turned into being this afternoon because they were running hours late. Um, I have only had minimal painkillers, and I'm waiting till I finish this to take the good painkillers and go to sleep because I don't want to make any decisions or thoughts on these books while I'm loopy. So, I just really wanted to get it to do this video. All right. So this is the CovrPrice Top 10 Hot Books for the week ending today, which is February 26th. And it's an ultimate top 10 for sure. Let me see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's only 4 books. Okay. So let's see. Let's get right into the list, and you got to start figuring out what. Hey, Anthony, how's it going, man? Thanks for showing up. I apologize for, like I said, canceling the show and then reenacting it at the last minute. Trying to deal with the oral the holes they had to drill in my jaw. Anyway, getting right into it. We have coming in at number 10, Captain Marvel issue number 5, the first appearance of the Undone. Sacred Buns, how's it going? Pretty sure he isn't streaming today because I know I'm here. I did cancel it and I remade the thing at 7:57 because I love you guys. Yeah, believe me, I'm not loopy yet. Wait till I take the oxycodone after I'm done here. But yeah, it's a top 10, man. I gotta do this. All right, so I have no idea who the Undone is, and why this is all of a sudden very pop. It's February 21st. So this is a book that just came out last week. This is 1 in 25. Hope you're on some really good meds. I plan to be. All right, so like I said, it's a book that just came out last week. It's a 1 in 25, and it's selling for $150, $137. Wow, this is hitting 6 times ratio price. Usually that means it's going to hold up in value, but we don't know. I'm just here in case anyone wants to suggest a comic for me to read. Okie dokie. Well, again, I don't think this is a character that is going to be in the Deadpool movie or in the Fantastic Four. Russell Douterman is the one who did the art on it. The book itself, it's all the different iterations of Captain Marvel over the years. So I have no idea who the Undone is and if this is going to be a major thing. One thing I can say, though, is if this book is already shooting up to 150, I'm not a fan of ratio variants. Exactly. It's a lot of money for a Captain Marvel book. I would pass on it, but I can't, in lieu of not having really any information of who the Undone is, what their future is in either the MCU or in Marvel Comics. Well, I think you actually hit it right on the money, though. You said it's a lot of money for a Captain Marvel book. How many people are collecting Captain Marvel? And if that's the case, how many stores ordered 25 copies to get this? So this might be a very, very low print book. Me personally, I'm going to pass on it because $150, I can get myself a pretty nice, at least mid-grade, nice Silver Age or Golden Age book for that same kind of money. And, for me, that makes more sense. We're going to knock that one down. Coming in at number 9, we have The Sentry, number 1. First appearance of The Sentry, Robert Reynolds. And this is a very, very condition-sensitive book because of that black background. There's a lot of 9.6s, not too many 9.8s. Let's see. Now, the last sale of a 9.8 was $350. There's been on again, off again news about casting for Sentry. Um, I don't know if they've named somebody else new, but I know that this book has been all over the place. I see here the 400s back into no, that's 2022. Yeah, the prices are everywhere on this. Also, I don't know if there's a newsstand variant of this. There may be. There is not that I see. But in 2021, a 9.8 cost $1,000. So I would put that money towards her first appearance instead. You talking about Captain Marvel itself? I agree with that, especially since the movie didn't do quite so well. It wasn't a bad movie. It had some points that I think shouldn't have been. Making an entire segment of it a musical wasn't a great idea, but um, I think she'll still have a future. And I did like the way Brie Larson played. I think I like the way all three actresses played their characters. They weren't annoying. They weren't conceited. They were all humanized. There's a good word for it. But Century is a book that everybody does want to have in their collection, and that's come down to the 300-ish mark. 350 was an outlier. Before that, 349, 199 when sold on the 5th, 239, 325. So if you wanted to get a copy of this book for in the 300 range, that's in a 9.8, that's not bad. Near mints are going for 130 to 80 to 130 for a raw. Again, this is a very sensitive book because of all that black ink. It's very susceptible to color rub. I've seen a lot of people that I know that have gotten books that they swore it was a 9.8, came back a 9.4 and 9.6 because of that. So if you can grab a 9.8, and this is a book that you want to get, I don't think 309 in the low 300s is a bad price. And we will eventually get him in the MCU. Sorry, I didn't. I wonder what the appeal of this book is that have that price tag. Duderman has done, we're talking about the Captain Marvel, yes, has done many similar non-ratio covers that are actually better than this one and are still at cover price. Again, it's just the first appearance of somebody called The Undone. I don't know if that character means anything. I haven't been reading it, sorry. Anthony would say, I think everyone is still banking on Henry Cavill being Sentry. There's so many characters that I think Henry Cavill could do that I'd rather see him do. He's a great actor. I don't know, maybe the guy from Reacher playing the Sentry, that could be good too. One or the other, I think they both need to get in. Chris Hemsworth showed that people with giant muscles can still act. And same thing with the guy that plays Drax, the Destroyer. Okay, anyway, moving on, number 8. We have new X-Men issue 114, first appearance of Cassandra Nova. This book is already starting to drop. Okay, so there was a 331 sale for a newsstand. I saw that. Now they're saying here last sale 160, best condition 148. An hour ago, maybe an hour and a half ago, one ended on eBay. I lost. It went for $124.50. So pick your opportune times. I think it's pretty likely that Cassandra Nova will be in Deadpool. I think it's very likely that after the movie ends, this book is going to drop. So if you can pick up a good copy for the 120 to 130 range in a 9.8, and then as soon as it gets confirmed, this book will spike. That's when you sell it. When the movie leaves the movie theater, you buy it back. So, or not, it's your choice. That would be 9.8. That would be 10.98. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coming in at number 7. We have Ultimate Universe still sticking around. Number 1 from November of last year. First cameo appearance of Maystorm on the last page, 2 panels. 9/8. Most common slab is 132. The last sale was 135, and that is the high water mark. Raw is going for 25 as the last sale. I don't see this book holding value. Maybe a little bit because of Maystorm, but in the long run, 181, 180, which one has value? So 180 is a valuable book, but nothing compared to 181. And I'm talking about Hulk. Those cameo appearances never hold as much as the full values, full appearances. Again, everybody knew Maystorm was coming, and the only reason this blew up was because of all the hype from the Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Black Panther, and soon to be Ultimate X-Men. Shooting up in price so much. So I think in the long run, this is going to come back down again. I wouldn't spend the money on it. I'd wait for it to come down. Read it digitally if you want to know the story. Ultimate Spider-Man #1 sent off my copy of this and the Campbell variant to CTC today. This is making a list of number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's out of the top 5. First appearance of Richard M. A. Parker, as is every single one of the variants. Sorry, I'm talking a lot. It's moving. So we have 225, 228 last sale, 230. And yeah, that is what I'm still seeing them at. I mean, once in a while you'll catch a 205, 210, but I'm not seeing any 9.8 selling for under the $200 mark. It still continues to creep up. Spider-Boy's first appearance did this also. It shot up and then it crept up, and then it slowly came down. Then it had a second spike when they announced the series, and then it came back down again, but still held really good value. $81 for a raw, though, is nuts. I mean, well, it is white on the top, front, and the back. It's a nice book. If you can get an absolute mint, beautiful book for $80 and send it off and get it graded and get a 9.8 and sell it for 230 and then wait for it to come down, okay. But I don't think that it seems like things they're not shooting straight up anymore. You know what I mean? They're on much of a they're not doing the trajectory isn't like this anymore. It's much more like this. It's not level. It's just slightly askew, which makes me think we're going to start to see that. So this is not the moment where you want to go and dump a couple $100 into a brand new book as a 9.8. Coming in number 5, coming into the top 5, we have Ultimate Black Panther. I think this is the first week that Ultimate Black Panther is higher on the list than Ultimate Spider-Man. I think it's because it's lower priced and people can get into it. So we have the raws now selling for about the same price, $30, $27. It's been holding around that $30 mark. I'll be honest, when I bought my copy so I could be ready for the giveaway, I paid $25. So I didn't get a great bargain on it. I just wanted to make sure that I had it for the new comic book day giveaway because I had promised it. But 9.8s are selling for $120. And I personally have no information as to what happened with the 12,000 books that Penguin, quote unquote, lost. So there are a few other variants of this book as well. I know that the cover that had Mayfield's, the Boss Logic Ultimate Special. Now that's come down a bit in price, though. We're saying that the 9.8's at 65. Well, that's where that was, but 23, $40 is the last sale for a near mint, 16 for a 9.0, 9.4. That's actually just yesterday. So that's come down a little bit, which is good. But I digress. We got to move on to number 4. Secret Wars number 5. I can't believe this is still on the list. I can't. I'm sorry. Just because it was on the floor in the damn Deadpool trailer. You want to know where this would be a fantastic book to buy? If you see Ryan Reynolds and you can get a signature on it. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. There you go. 9.8, 229 the last sale, 285. Oh my God, guys. No No, no, no. Plus tax, no. Raw is going for 30, 34. Oh, I wish I had some of these. I'd be selling them. I'd be selling them faster than Larry was selling Dazzler. Wow. Uh, this is a great way that stores are emptying out some of their back issue bins. This is not going to hold anybody. There's nothing special in it. There's no first appearance. No other. The only thing about it is it's on the floor in the trailer, and will be on the floor in one scene in the movie. Who knows? Maybe the scene will pan out. There'll be 10,000 other books all over the floor. Ay ay ay. Number 3. Edge of Spider-Verse #1, The Surprise. Okay, so this was a surprise variant. Was there something about it? Not that I'm seeing. I don't see anything specific about it, or is that the guy's name? It might just be his name. Sorry. First appearance of Weapon 8, which I don't know what that is either. Well, I did get the Nakayama variant because I like that What If um, homage. Come on. Oh, show more. Here we go. I did get the Derek. Come on, come on, come on. Why do I pay for high speed internet? I swear. The Derek Chew, and I this had a kind of a manga-ish look to it. I liked it a lot. Neither one of my variants, I think, have actually gone up in price. Well, the Chew up 1%, the other one down 4%. So no. And I didn't see that Into Spider-Verse Star Wars variant. That's cute. But let's see how the story is before we go, hoping that it's a fantastic book. People just throwing money away. Oh yeah, no, and I know what you're talking about the Secret Wars, absolutely. But that same statement can apply to so many books on every week's Hot 10 list. All right, so let's move on to number 2. This was the Chad Wayne Harden regular. I think this was the cover A, and I think the reason I didn't get this is because I just didn't like the cover. So that's Weapon 8 right there on the cover A, or is that Spider-Man weapon? I don't know. That kind of just reminds me of what do you call it? Cyclops with too much caffeine. This one's selling for 16, first appearance and cover of Weapon 8. Now again, I don't know which one's Weapon 8. Oh, that's Spider Bite, so that's got to be Weapon 8. Okay. They're always introducing new characters, new positives and negatives, and they fade away just as quickly as they come on. Remember Chaos? That wasn't that long ago. Remember Goblin Queen? That wasn't that long ago. It's already current trend down almost 9%. $16 for near mint. Was selling for 22. It's already dropping. So let it drop some more before you wind up spending some money. And then we're going to come in at number 1 is Ultimate Spider-Man #2. And it is the first full in-story appearance of Earth 6160, Spider-Man and Shocker. Now, don't forget Jackpot. That one's even more recent. Good call. Thank you very much. For Back Issue Book Club, which will be airing on YouTube on Thursday, but if you are on Patreon, you could already see it. I read Ultimate Spider-Man 1 and 2, Avengers Twilight 1 and 2, and Kill Your Darlings number 5. 6. I'm not going to get into what I really thought about Ultimate Spider-Man 1 and 2, but I will say that I did like the interaction both times with Shocker and Spider-Man. That did make me chuckle. That being said, let's see how much that Shocker and how much Earth 6160 Spider-Man have to do with everything after the Ultimate run is over. There have been Ultimate runs in the past, and those characters shot things up, and then when they were over, and people realized that those characters no longer existed in Marvel Comics canon, or aren't going to be there anymore, those values dropped. So hoping we don't get that same kind of problem here. But all right, so we have to see now. We've got 2 more picks to make, and then I can go to bed. We have our gun to the head and rubber band to the butt. A gun to the head pick. This is given all the books that are on this list at current prices. Which one, if I had to buy one, would be the book that I would take, paying fair market value today, that I think would have the best chance to at least maintain its price, if not have a chance to go up in price? Actually, I'm pretty clear on these 2 choices. So for my gun to my head, this is the book that I want. I'm going full 9.8 on a Century #1. I was looking at this book back when it was going for 600 and deciding whether or not to pull the trigger. I forgot about this book. This is why I try to do the Remember Me segment from time to time. I forgot about this book, and seeing that it is now going for the 300-ish mark, I'm going to have to keep my eye open for a bargain. I'm putting this in my watch list on eBay. Okay, now for rubber band to the butt. I don't know even know where we came up with that phrase, but we did. And this one, for the second week in a row, has won the honor or dishonor, the Razzie of the week. It's the Secret Wars #5. I'm not spending. Oh my God. Let's re-see those prices again. $285 for a 9.8 on the 22nd of this month. $30, $34 for Raws. Let's see sales data here real quick. What was that 9.8 selling for before all this happened? Here we go. This year, $50, $43, $35, $33. This is a $40 9.8 at best. And the only reason that it has gotten this much attention is because, again, all it is just on the floor in the Deadpool trailer. That's it. Okay. In the original Deadpool trailer, he was reading a different comic while he was sitting on the crapper. That book blew up. And right now it's being flushed down that toilet that he was sitting on. So please, 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 this is fake hype. This is absolute FOMO at its worst. Me being here tonight and putting off the pain medication has had one beneficial thing, is to make sure that you guys don't waste your money on this, or one person watches this and doesn't waste their money. Fantastic. Now, if I am wrong and this book turns into a $1,000 book, I wholeheartedly apologize. But what I can say is that $285, there are so many other books with a much brighter future that you can put your money into. So, but this is not going to be a $1,000 book. No way. No way. It's 2015. Ugh. Anyway, guys, I want to wrap this up. I'm already here for 24 minutes. I want to thank all you guys for showing up at the last second. Again, I'm sorry that I canceled the last one. I had no idea what I was going to be like, and I discussed it with Mrs. Ohana, and she said, look, what if you're so loopy you forget to even go on and cancel it? I'm like, that's a good point. So I'm sitting there. I got a phone call from somebody. It was kind of an emergency phone call, so I talked with her for a little bit. I finished. I looked down. I'm like, at 7:55. I could do this. Yeah. Okay. So I did it. I made it through a live stream on surgery day. It's because I do have a love for the community. I love for every single one of you guys. Mahalo does mean family. Family's here. Oh, by the way, this is the shirt that I wore there. Wasn't allowed to eat for surgery. There's my open mouth. It's even red just in case I bled all over the place. But I'm going to wrap this up. Like, subscribe, click on the notifications. I'll see you soon in the next video, though. Wednesday, New Comic Book Day, live stream with giveaways. Mahalo, everybody.